Hello everyone! Today we'll be talking about the first IPO of the year 2024. Meron pong 3 to 4 IPOs na nakapila in the pipeline according to the PSE President. So sana tuloy-tuloy na nga ito at marami pang IPOs in the future. Okay, so without further ado, let's talk about the initial details that have been released regarding the IPO of Citicore Renewable Energy Corporation or CREC. First of all, the ticker symbol is of course CREC. There will be up to 2.9 billion firm shares, and in case of oversubscription, merong allotted na up to 435 million option shares. The IPO price listed in the prospectus is up to 3.88 pesos per share, pero most likely this will still change after the PSE and SEC review the offer. The selling shareholder or the parent company po is Citicore Power Inc. or CPI. Pero before we talk about the reason why you should or why you shouldn't consider investing in CREC, quick review muna tayo kung sino nga ba si CREC and what do they do. CREC is a pure-play renewable energy producer in the Philippines and is ranked as second largest solar energy generator in terms of installed solar capacity in the Philippines. Pure play? Ano daw yung pure play company? Ito po ay isang type of company na focused lang sa isang industry or sa isang business. They know that they are good in what they do, so doon lang sila nagfo-focus. Ang opposite ng pure play company is diversified companies na iba-iba naman ang focus. Yung mga diversified companies, posibleng may different products or different sources of revenue yan. Pero for pure play renewable energy producer like CREC, isa lang ang focus nila. Within the pure play renewable sector, may ilang competitors po si CREC. Nandyan ang Solar Philippines or SPNEC, Alternergy, Vina Energy, Emerging Power Incorporated, Prime Infra, at kung sino-sino pa. As tangible proof of their development capabilities, last 2022 po, nakapag-generate ng 1.5 gigawatts, which accounted for approximately 19% of the total solar capacity in the country. Ito, I also want to remind you na si CREC ang sponsor ng CREIT, which is a stock or a REIT that I personally have for 3 reasons. First, ito po ang first REIT in the country na hindi related sa office buildings, which means wala pa siyang competitor na listed din in the PSE. Second reason, dahil relatively stable ang stock price ni CREIT since the IPO, which is what I want from the REITs that I hold. Ayoko nagpa-fluctuate ang price dahil it makes it difficult to estimate the upcoming dividend yield announcements. And third, speaking of dividends, stable po ang cash dividends that I receive every quarter. Quick disclaimer lang po na hindi ito stock recommendation na. Please trade at your own risk. So ngayon, silipin naman natin ang ilan sa mga projects ni CREC. Hatiin ko po ito sa 2 categories. First category, renewable energy projects under CREC and its subsidiaries. May 5 projects po dito. Clark Solar Power Plant, Centrala Solar Power Project, Armenia Solar Power Project, Dalayap Solar Power Project, and Bulacan 3 Solar PV Plant. Now, for the second category, renewable energy projects under CSEC's joint venture. To give a bit of context, ano yung CSEC? CSEC po was incorporated last 2018 with CREC holding 100% equity. It is engaged in power generation under the Renewable Energy Act. May 2 projects naman dito, Arayat Phase 1 Project and Arayat Phase 2 Project. Now, let's take a look naman po sa important dates for CREC's IPO. Ito po, ipapakita ko sa screen nyo ang expected timetable. But again, initial details pa lang po ito. So the dates listed here are subject to the approval of PSE and SEC. In other words, pwede pa sila magbago. I-highlight ko na lang yung most important dates. Hindi ko nababasahin sa isa. The final IPO price will be announced on February 28. Now, the offer period, if approved, will be from March 4 to March 8, 1 week lang. Finally, kung magsusubscribe po kayo sa IPO na ito, your shares will be reflected on your account on March 15, 2024. Because CREC is a pure play company, they just want to use the capital raised from this IPO to add more projects to their portfolio. First, 8.85 billion pesos will be used for capital expenditures and pipeline development for solar energy plants. Gagastusin nila ang 5.83 billion this year, while the remaining 3.02 billion pesos will be used in 2025. Next, another 1.56 billion pesos naman would be used for capital expenditures and pipeline development for BESS, or Battery Energy Storage Solutions. Finally, 300 million pesos will be used for quote-unquote general corporate purposes. A quick Google search says that this is a broad category that covers a lot of uses, such as capital expenditures, operating expenses, and working capital. Actually po, CREC Financials are looking good since the pandemic. From 2020 to 2022, gross profit is 411.4 million pesos, 518 million pesos, and 1.192 billion pesos respectively. Ang net income nila in the past 3 years are also very promising. 2020, 109.5 million pesos. 2021, 192.3 million pesos. And in 2022, 833.6 million pesos, which is a 333% increase from the previous year. Okay guys, real talk muna tayo before we all get too excited about these numbers. Be careful when reading financials, especially when you only have data after the pandemic. What I want to say is, baka low base effect lang po ito dahil kasagsagan ng COVID noong 2020. Similar to what Mercado Barkada said about SCC about 2 years ago, tumaas ang profit nila from 3.3 billion pesos in FY20 to 16.2 billion pesos in FY21. That was 393% increase. Dahil po dito, tumaas ng tumaas ang stock price ni SCC noong 2022. But the thing is, almost all industries and businesses suffered when the virus hit. Totoo naman yan. Alam nating lahat yan. So bumaba ang stock prices nila noong 2020. Ngayon, as people get vaccinated and nagsimulang mag-reopen ang economy, syempre tataas talaga ang business activities because of the low base effect. Kung dito ka nagsimula, there's no way to go but up for most cases. Unless sobrang bulok ng business mo, baka magsara yan.
Huwag kayo iiyak.
Pero kung nasa PSE, most likely tataas talaga ang business activities. So, in turn, yung revenue, yung profit, yung income, tataas din. Kung gusto nyo po ng proof for this, nandun lang sa stock price ni SCC. Tumaas nga ang presyo ni SCC noong 2022, but the fact remains na malayo pa rin siya sa all-time high price before COVID. Alright, that's a wrap. I'm not here to tell you whether to subscribe or not to subscribe to CREC or CREC's IPO. Ito lang po ang facts na makakatulong sa inyo sa research nyo. Let me know your thoughts about CREC in the comments below. Bye-bye!